Good day to you, students. I hope you guys are doing very fine in your various homes. In our last class, we discussed nitrogen cycle, where we spoke extensively on how nitrogen is circulated in the head. Today, we are looking at another topic titled water cycle. By the end of this lesson, I expect each and every one of us to be able to define what water cycle is and also explain how water is circulated from the head to the atmosphere and from the atmosphere back to the head. All right, to start with, what do we mean by water cycle? Water cycle is the process by which water flows in all parts of the head, from the head to the atmosphere and from the atmosphere back to the head. Then what are the various processes by which water is circulated from the head to the atmosphere? Number one, we talk about evaporation. Before now, we have spoken about things on evaporation, where we said evaporation is a process by which liquid substance is converted to a gaseous substance. Now, evaporation, this is the conversion of liquid. Example is your water to gas. And how does this happen? The heat that comes from the sun causes water to be evaporated from the head to the atmosphere. When you wash your clothes, you spread it outside on the line, you discover that after some time the clothes becomes dried up. When you put water outside, the water becomes reduced in volume. All these are caused by what we call evaporation. Then we also have transpiration. Transpiration is the process by which plant loses excess water through the leaves of the plant. That is, the loss or release of water from the leaf surface of plant to the atmosphere. The water that is released to the atmosphere from the surface of the plant, of the leaves of plant, are those set of water that are in excess in the plant. Then another one is excretion. Water is also lost to the environment during excretion in animals. Example is seen in your, just during sweating. You just discover that you start noticing some certain moisture content on the surface of the skin, and after some couple of time, it becomes dried up. Everything is being evaporated to the atmosphere. Then let's quickly look at how do we now have this water coming back from the atmosphere to the head. The two major processes by which this happens are condensation and precipitation. Condensation is the process by which the gaseous water is being converted to liquid water. That is, the water vapor cools down into liquid and it falls as rain. The falling of this water as rainfall is what we call precipitation. It's what we call precipitation. Okay? Excuse me. Precipitation. All right. Now, this is the diagram representing water cycle. From here, this is the sea. This is where you have the sea level. This is where you have the plant. This is the plant. This is the plant. So the water will leave the leaves of the plant into the atmosphere through the process called transpiration. And when you look at the sea level as well, the water will rise up from the sea into the atmosphere by the process called evaporation. Then we also have the ice here. This is the ice, snow, the melting of the snow. This one will melt into the water body, and it will rise up into the atmosphere as well. And after when it now gets to the atmosphere, it condenses. This is what we call condensation. Then when it condenses, it will now be precipitated in the form of rainfall, and it will now come back to the head. Yes, with this short description of how water is circulated in nature, I believe we have been able to gain one or two things. But when we get to the Google Classroom, we are still going to discuss more on this. And as I expect you at the Google Classroom, I pray that God bless you and remain blessed. Thank you.